Hi, and welcome back to Daily Thoughts with Mbongs. I'm your host, Mbongeni Yegelo, also goes by Mbongs. On this podcast, I'll be talking about my thoughts on life, wellness, and other things on my mind. And thank you so much for taking your time to listen to my podcast. Hope to leave you feeling a little bit inspired. Now, let's get to today's thought, shall we? Today's thought is the ability to overcome self-doubt and self-sabotage is way more important than skill and talent. A lot of us, we focus too much on evaluating our skill, perhaps undervaluing our skill, our talent, and wanting to we just doubt ourselves. We doubt our capabilities. We doubt what we can be able to achieve. So having the ability to overcome that self-doubt, that voice, in you that says you can't do it, that voice that says no, you're not good enough for it, you shouldn't do it. Having that ability to overcome that voice, to say screw it, let's do it, reminds me of a book from Richard Branson, I think that's how you pronounce it. Say screw it, let's do it. Having that mindset to just always just do it. Doesn't matter who says what. Doesn't matter even if it's your inner voice. Sometimes we have that what we believe to be the inner voice, which I don't believe it. Story for another day. Having that ability to push yourself, to look at any obstacle, to look at any adversity and say, screw it, let's do it. That's more important than the actual skill, because if you find out that you self-sabotage yourself only to find out you had what it took to make it. You had the resources in you, you had the ability to do it, yet you self-sabotaged. Yes, yet you were worried about what others will say. You were worried on, am I good enough? So having that ability to overcome that self-doubt, to overcome self-sabotage, that mentality of screw it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it whether the people around me support me. I'm going to do it whether my partner supports me. I'm going to do it whether my friends are in it or not. I'm going to do it. Yeah, if you fail, well, you failed, you move on. So also having that, not dwelling on things, just telling yourself, it's okay, that failed, move on to the next one. That allows you to push forward. That mentality allows you to try things that you wouldn't otherwise try. And finding out that you were even good at those things, primarily because you had the screw it, let's do it mindset. So always try to overcome that inner voice,
or the voice of others around you. But mostly the inner one, self-doubt, you just doubting yourself, you having, track record of sabotaging yourself every time you feel overwhelmed, every time something gets a little bit bigger for you and then you feel overwhelmed. And also some people self-sabotage on the basis of rather fall from the second step than falling on the 100th step. Let me fail now whilst it's still okay than going at it and failing after, because of somehow in your mind you believe it's not going to work out. So let me stop it now. So overcome that self-doubt, overcome that self-sabotage, because that ability to overcome that is way more important than you having the skills to execute the task that you want to do, or having the talent to do what you need to do. Overcome that, and then put yourself in the mindset of screw it, let's do it.
Today's thought is, along the way in life, you're gonna want to give up. You're going to want to throw in the towel. You're going to want to just give up on that something that at some point meant the most to you. Though it is natural, there are times in life when we feel so overwhelmed with things. We feel overloaded with everything that's happening around us that you're tempted to give up. Be it business, when things are just not going okay, when things are just not coming together, you're gonna wanna give up, but don't. Just don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on the dreams that you have. Perhaps remembering why you started something, remembering why there was a point where it was important to you. Perhaps that should keep you going. So, as much as you may want to give up, don't give up. You can't just check out now. You may have gone too far with it. You may have people that that depend on you making it through. Be it your kids, be it your family, be it your partner, be it friends. We almost always have those around us that are continuously rooting for us, that are continuously hoping we do good. So you can't give up. Just don't give up. Keep going. Try to find the strength wherever you find your strength in, and keep going. Don't give up.